Hello and welcome back, fellow Vooperians, to the Powder Toy. Today we're going to get two of the maps that I absolutely love in this game, and we're going to mix them together. So let's go ahead and find them, because they've been on the front page for pretty much all time. This city map is one of them, and this volcano map is the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of magic. Actually, I grabbed the wrong one. We're going to grab this city, we're going to cut the top layer of the city right off. Then we're going to open the volcano maker and we're going to paste the city onto it. Yeah, that's right. Okay, maybe I'll just clear out some of the trees and stuff first. Give us a little bit better foundation. There we go. We have now put the city onto a volcano. Yeah, that's creativity on this channel. Want to see more creativity? Well, only something % of you are subscribed. So the rest of you should subscribe. Is that how they're doing it? Is that how the YouTubers are asking these days? I find it really annoying when everyone says the exact same thing, but I heard it works really well, so you should totally subscribe so I don't have to start spouting off my channel statistics. Let's go ahead and move me somewhere a little bit more comfortable. There we go. Alright. Back to work! Now that... I'm just gonna name this city on a volcano. And we're not going to publish it because it's not my work. You can't steal other people's work and pawn it off as your own, kids. That's called stealing and it's wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and turn on the awaken button and see what happens. Alright, the volcano has begun. Now we can see that these buildings in the center are getting rather toasty. By toasty, I mean 500 degrees Celsius. This would just be a really bad day. Imagine you just live in that building right there. Oh my god! The alleys are filling with lava. Oh no! The entire buildings are going down. This is so much better than I had expected it to be. Oh man, it's... The tall buildings are actually defending the rest of the city against the volcano. But I don't think it's going to be enough. The magma is just... Well, I guess it's lava once it escapes. The lava is just piling up in between the buildings and it's starting to pour over them. Oh no, the largest skyscraper's on fire and it's about to collapse and it's gone. Oh no. Oh, the destruction is spreading. Look at the lava just pouring down onto the city. Oh geez, the very edges of the city are still safe, but I don't think they're gonna be safe for long. Look at the lava just flying over the edge. Oh man, that is absolutely brutal. I don't think there's gonna be any survivors after this. Man, it's rough. Pretty damn rough. Oh geez. Look, the hill is just being built up on top of the city. People are just being trapped. They're being engulfed in this massive hill as the volcano builds up its walls and grows stronger. These buildings may just survive forever encased in the rock that's cooled down. It doesn't seem like there's enough heat to actually melt the buildings at this distance. They just get... Basically, everyone inside gets burned to death, and then they get encased, completely encased in stone. At this point, it's kind of just a big ol' volcano-looking situation. I mean, like I said before, we have the hill building up here. Wow, it is just absolutely brutal, though, the amount of destruction. We could go ahead and heat it up a little bit more. Oh boy, that is insane. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of steroids. Let's pour some thermite into the mix. Let's see what happens if we give it a little bit more heat. This isn't just your average volcano. This is your Mega Chad volcano. Here we go. Look at the heat of that eruption. Oh man, the lava's starting to pour down the edge. It's starting to go over. It's cooling down right before it makes it over. Which is good for the people who live here, but it's too late! There it goes! Oh, an entire wave of lava just crashing over the entire city. Oh boy. There's nothing left. There is only death. Let's go ahead and make this dormant and just see what remains. And we're gonna let it calm down. Calm down and see what remains of the city. There really is just a huge hill here, kind of flat. It's like a plateau. Mostly my fault for heating it up more. I think we would have gotten a more like the cone shape if I had let it go normally. But there we go. We have basically encased the city. But there's more for us to do. Now we're going to try to defend the city against the evil volcano. The volcano's like, what did I do? I'm just being myself. No, Volcano. Killing people is always wrong, even if it's in your blood. No, nobody has killing in their blood. That's a fact. That is not an excuse to go murder people. Yeah, you hear me. You hear me, Spike Viper viewers. You can't just kill people. That's illegal. Alright, we are going to build an encasement, kind of like the one they used on Chernobyl. It's gonna be great, trust me. It's going to absolutely work, definitely. Nothing could possibly go wrong. We're just gonna put it right on top. There we go. We used our research and development to do this. And this here, where the actual city is, I guess we're just gonna... I guess those buildings are gonna be sacrificed in the name of progress. Okay, there's still an issue with heat. We should have probably put a layer of insulation in there. I'll do that now. That should probably be... We'll put it inside of it. Please don't cringe too much at how messy this is. I mean... Do you know how long I would have to record if I just redid it every time I did something stupid? We would never have videos. You guys do seem to watch these ones. You guys do watch the Powder Toy videos, so I guess I found something you guys finally like. Alright, let's go ahead and put this down here, and ta-da! Beautiful shielding, and then we're gonna fill this with our good friend colloids! Because colloids are cool. Great. The city this time had advance warning because they had listened to their scientists about the area and what was going on, rather than shooing them away and calling them fake news. And now we're going to see if, now that they've actually prepared for the disaster, if they've prepared enough. I don't think they understood the full scale of the situation, but it looks like the colloids have gone into effect. The casing around is working, and it looks like the heat is being contained really well, actually. This area is hitting super, super high temperatures because none of that heat is getting... Okay, a tiny bit of that heat is getting out. I think it's going, like, through this. Let's take a quick look at the heat. Yeah, it's leaking under. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. One moment, we're gonna have to break into the actual machinery. Not planned, but what can you do? I don't even know what's going on in here. I don't know what this does. I think this is just for looks. I don't think this actually does anything of value. Oh no, it's breaching! How? Oh, it seems to have melted the ceramic because it's 2,000 degrees inside of the dome. Oh my god. It is really, really, really hot, and it's starting to burn the insulation away. And now the heat is starting to get through. I probably should have turned on ambient heat. Too late now. We'll do that next time. All right. Call in the air brigade. We're gonna airdrop water to try to. We got the fire departments working really hard. The helicopters are dropping water onto the encasement. But I don't think it's doing much. It is just too much heat. Even a constant supply of water is just being turned immediately into steam. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, there is no stopping it. The heat is now leaking through the entire structure. It is over 2,500, 600, 700 degrees inside of this thing. That is insanity. It is so hot. If the material starts leaking out, it's going to be an absolute catastrophe. They need a better plan. We're going to try dumping colloid. If we can successfully cover it in colloid by just dropping... Okay, no, we need to contain the area. Alright? That means we're gonna... These buildings are going to have to be evacuated. And now we're going to build a encasement over the encasement because apparently we didn't encase it well enough. Hopefully those buildings hold up. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and grab insulation. And we're going to just try to... We're going to try to contain this. Oh shoot, the insulation caught on fire because debris fell out. Ah! That's the only issue with the insulation in this game. It burns really easily. You cannot let... Oh, shoot. We are having real issues. That may just be a loss. Oh man, that building's on fire now! There's a fire in the city. Okay, quickly. Quickly, we need firemen. Put out the fire! Put out the fire! Oh man, there is no saving it. The bottom of it's just gone, and now it's on fire! Oh no! The entire thing has just been engulfed in flame. Oh shoot, that is a massive fire, going like a mile into the air. And it is done. Now that we have a full breach of containment, things may start getting pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. Let's look over at the heat display. If we turn on ambient heat, things get a lot more interesting as heat literally gets shot out. The amount of ambient heat is insane. 2,000 degrees just being shot out of this area. This spot here is at 3,800 degrees. I'm surprised that the entire, like, ground isn't melting. I mean, with ambient heat on, we can see the writing on the wall. Things are not looking good. Oh, shoot. The actual system itself broke. That does the thing. I think because of ambient heat, is that... Whoops. Alright, folks, we have failed to contain it, but we can try again. Let's do this. We're going to try to do it with ambient heat this time. We're going to remove this area as the scientists so intelligently recommended, and we are going to go ahead and we are going to put a massive block of ceramic here. Although, we're gonna be realistic. They wouldn't put a block that large. It would have to be like that. Otherwise, nobody would ever agree to it. Maybe they could agree to put a cap on it like this. That's not too unrealistic. Alright. And then... how are we going to deal with the rest of this? We're going to need insulation 100%. So, let's go ahead and insulate it. Alright, so the cap has been laid onto it, and just as a single last means of defense, a layer of tungsten will be plunked on top. Tungsten has a super high melting temperature, so it shouldn't be able to melt through that. Alright, we have capped it. Let's see what happens. Alright, we can see immediately where this is happening. Oh man, it just literally broke the entire system. Okay. I guess we just can't have ambient heat on or it dies. It's just not an option. Let's see if the cap works, though. It looks like the ceramic is being damaged, but... Well, oh my god! Oh, shoot! It just ate right through it! Way more quickly than I had anticipated. Holy moly, it's all molten already! The cap has been absolutely annihilated. Look at the amount of damage to the inside of it. This is not good. The temperature is rising out. Okay, we're gonna redo this, and we're gonna put a layer of insulation right on the edge of this as well. On top, because clearly it's necessary. Jeez, okay. There we go, final version of the cap. Let's see what happens. Alright, so the temperature on the outside is going up a little bit. Okay, it's actually going up kind of quickly. It's because of this, though, isn't it? Yeah, I can fix that. This doesn't actually need to exist. Okay, that has been managed. Over here, it's kind of the same... Oh my god, the heat's just being held in so well. It just introduces a new problem. If you hold the heat in this well, anything inside of here just cannot survive. You need to let the heat out somehow. Because otherwise, oh, we're getting a leak in the right side of this. And as we can see, the heat is now getting out, which means it's not melting as much, but the heat got out. So, massive damage to the city is implied. Damn. Damn. So it looks like you can't just toss a cap on it. That just does not work. The cap is just not a successful way to fix the problem. I think that the way to do it would be... You need to give it a way to release the heat. So my idea is building a sort of spire, right? And then we dump water into it. So let's just say this is us dumping water into the spire from the pipe network of the city or whatever. And let's see how this works. Using an active cooling technique. Okay, we're going to need a system to pull this through. Alright, here we go. This is the plan. Is the pipe not big enough to get enough steam through? I don't know, it looks like it's kind of working. Oh no, the part that actually does things exploded! No! Oh geez, okay, that's not good. So first off, I think this needs to be a little bit wider to allow more flow. That's better. And let's go ahead and make a better system here. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, it is really shooting the steam out. The steam is getting real hot, over 500 degrees. Is this enough to control the heat? We're basically ejecting the heat into the upper stratosphere. I mean, That is the strategy we have chosen. But it actually seems to be handling it. I think that this strategy may be working. Look at the temperature in here. It's at 2,000, but it's not getting higher than that, right? We're actually getting most of the heat energy, and we're ejecting it before it can do any damage. Granted, this probably has massive implications for the environment, but I'd like to say this isn't too ridiculous of a scale considering they built a building this large. Building this wouldn't be impossible, just highly improbable, you know. Humans can do great things if they focus and they work together and don't shoot each other. Fun facts. And now, with a little bit of assistance, we can actually increase the amount of heat getting pulled out. I think this is actually a pretty good solution. So the cap did get damaged on the inside, but that's fine. It's been handled. It's under control. Now, where this could go wrong is if something happened where, say, an outside instigator attacked the facility. Say someone bombs it because they're a mean person. Okay, that really wasn't a good demonstration. Let's just say someone breaks it like this and pokes a hole in it. Well, now you've got an issue, right? Because now this superheated 500-degree material is being yeeted out towards the city. And you've also got the stone and stuff and lava coming out. I mean, we haven't even talked about the pressure implications of this. But you know what? I am pretty happy, and I think that we actually designed a pretty good system to take care of this. So, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out. Hail Vooperia. Subscribe. Did you know there are only 5 patrons as of my recording? That means you could be my 6th favorite person on Earth for the low price of $3. Or you could be my favorite if you beat SamSite35 with like $10. That's pretty cheap. You know what else is cheap? Me. I don't want to eat ramen forever, so support me. Thank you. Love you guys. Bye.